Hi, Rob here. Welcome to the IELTS writing course. This lesson is about subjects, so the subjects of sentences. Remember that we've discussed how important it is to understand what a sentence is, because that will help you to avoid mistakes and also to create a wider variety of sentences. So if you remember, a sentence is a subject and a verb, finite verb. We need to discuss subjects because there's a couple of simple tricks you can do to have a wider variety of sentences by understanding subjects. So let's have a look. So we want to do this for a wider variety. We want to be able to better deconstruct, so analyse sentences, to find the answers in the reading and in grammar tests generally, not just in IELTS. Also, when we have a better variety of subjects ourselves, then we are more interesting to read. It's more interesting to read your writing and listen to you. So what you need to do, this is on a handout. Take a few moments, or certainly pause this lesson. Have a good look in this short text and see if you can find the subjects. Remember basically though that subjects of sentences are nouns. Subjects and objects are nouns basically. Verbs are verbs. Adjectives and adverbs give more colour and more life to our sentences. So take a moment to look at this and good luck. And of course we will come back to it later and show you in the handout. Okay? It's a nice little story as well. So there are 6 ways to make a subject. The first one is a noun. The table is made of wood. There you go. Paul is my business partner. Lou is my wife. These are all nouns. So it could be a proper noun, a name, or a common noun, the table, the chair, the light, this computer. Then we've got pronouns. So a pronoun is a word that we use to not repeat the word. Lou is my wife, full stop. Lou is wonderful, full stop. Lou is a great mother. Lou is my wife, full stop, not comma, remember. She is wonderful. She is a great mother. So she refers back to Lou. Pronouns are important for cohesive reasons, so to help your ideas connect. A lot of people they repeat that word too much. Lou, 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 Lou. But when we replace something with a pronoun, then you're going to get a higher score in cohesion, because it's too repetitive to keep repeating the same things. So we often have a word or an idea and we don't need to keep repeating it. We just refer back to it, and we use pronouns to do that. For example, I like the table. And these are the subject pronouns. There's lots of different types of pronouns. There's subject, subjective, objective, so objects, possessive pronouns. For example, it's mine. Adjectival, it's my pen. And then reflexive, myself, yourself, himself, herself, where the subject does the verb to itself. So I wash myself. Okay. Also important here, which I mentioned in the cohesion lesson, is using this and that and these and those. This is essential. You must use them for a 7 or higher, but we like them. They refer back to ideas before. Blah, 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 blah. This means that. Da, 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 da. So this refers to all of this idea here. It's very efficient and it's good cohesion. So there's pronouns. Then we've got a noun phrase. A noun phrase is a noun and everything that describes it. So basically, it could be a noun here. So the antecedent, remember, the student who arrived late disrupted the class. So this is a noun and a relative clause. So this is the subject of the sentence, all of that. Or it could be the late student disrupted the class, so adjective plus noun. But there are other ways to make noun phrases, but essentially a phrase is more than one word. So a noun phrase is a subject. Now the big one. I say the big one because we've talked about this in the noun clause section, of course, and I think these are an easier way to show, particularly number one, to show a better range. So you don't need to say, I like chocolate. What I like is chocolate. I believe that what I believe is that, blah, blah, blah. Easier way. This one, it plus be, so it could be present, future, or past, is, will be, was. Plus so a complement could be an adjective, a noun, or adverbial, plus a noun clause. It is important that you pay attention in class. That you pay attention in class is important. Okay, so these are good as well. We like them. And then finally, the problem is that he doesn't listen. That he doesn't listen is the problem. Actually, the problem can be the subject as well, but we can do it either way. So my tip is, my advice is try and certainly use number one, because it's easy to put into your writing and your speaking. We actually use it to emphasize something, to make it stronger. Number 5 is a gerund. So this is when we take a verb, we add ing, and it becomes a noun. Now, be careful, because adding an ing to a verb can also turn it into a participle, which is an adjective and used like a verb. So ing, you need to understand ing, because it's used in different ways. So here, learning can be fun. Learning is fun. So I'm suggesting that you do use the gerund. It is underused. Types 1, 2, 3, overused. Types 4, 5, 6, underused. Finally, the to infinitive. To learn is to grow. True. If you're not learning, you're not growing. That's my opinion. Basically, sorry, as you can see, they are basically the same. You can use them in the same way. Here's the tip, with some sort of slow appearing animation. As I've said, try and use more 4, 5 and 6, okay? That will shows a better range of vocabulary, because you're using a different word form. You're not just always using learn, verb. You've changed it into a gerund, and you're talking about it in a different way. You've changed the form of the word, which is good. It's higher. It shows a higher level of language. Okay. We just need to mention there are dummy or fake subjects. There are many new students in the school. Many new students are in the school. So there is an empty or dummy or fake subject. It is awesome that they call home. So these are not subjects. Okay. Don't forget to be a meerkat. So watch the other lessons. Sentence types. All of these ideas are connected. Sentence types, verbs. So watch them and try to look at your own writing and see what kind of subjects you're using. I will bet that you're using types 1, 2 and 3, and I bet you're using them too much, so try and just change it a little bit. That would be great. And also go back and look at the handout and try and find the subjects in those sentences. Of course, all of them are mentioned in this lesson, so good luck with that. Thank you for your time and have a great day.